What's up, everyone? Welcome into the Cannonballs podcast. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Dane Cannon. Co-hosting with me today is
Yarby. Jake Bulls on the mic, 1-2.
And guys, week 8, season flying by. We are already in week 8. We are pretty much halfway throughout the 2023 NFL season. Kind of crazy to think about.
Flying by. Absolutely flying by. Yeah. I don't know about for you, though. Well, it probably is.
Yeah, after this week, we're going to be in November already, getting close to the Thanksgiving games, getting close to the Christmas games, New Year's, and then playoffs will be here before we even know it. But guys, if you want to check out our power rankings episode, we did break down Thursday night. We are going to be doing the rest of week 8 predictions, starting with the Sunday morning games, excuse me. But before we get into that, guys, like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications on, anything you can and do to help the podcast grow. We'd greatly appreciate it. Follow us on our Instagram here. Jake, you have anything to add before we get going?
No, I am ready to get into it. We have no teams on bye, I believe.
Nope.
All right, so let's get into the Sunday games. Like Dane said, we already did Thursday. First game of Sunday morning, we have the Miami Dolphins hosting the New England Patriots. One team's coming off a pretty rough loss. One team coming off a pretty big win. I still think the Dolphins are a good team, and I don't think the Patriots might be able to slow them down a little bit, but I'm going to take the Dolphins here. I think it's a lot of firepower. But it's a divisional game, and the Patriots already proved that they can beat pretty good teams. So, but I'm still taking the Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm going to go Dolphins as well. Their first matchup was actually a pretty decent competition. Patriots were hanging in there tough for the most part. But this time it is in Miami. They do have home field advantage, division opponent. You already know the drill. But I just think Miami's offense is more high-powered than the Bills as of right now and kind of in general. And because of that, I think the defense is starting to click a little bit more for the Dolphins. So I think that they'll be able to slow Mac Jones down. I'm going Dolphins as well.
All right, next game. Oh, shoot. No, we already did Thursday.
Yeah.
All right, next game. Oh, God. Battle of Mediocre. We got the New York Jets traveling to the New York Giants. Dan, take this one away. Please.
Give me the Jets. I think the Giants are performing better, but the Jets defense is a whole other tier compared to what they've faced. I think the Jets defense can win them this game. I mean, the Giants are still not putting up more than 3 touchdowns a game. They're lucky to even get 3 touchdowns a game. And even though I like Tyrod Taylor a little bit more than Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley's back, the Jets are elite at stopping the run. So Saquon's going to be kind of held accountable or held to a limited amount of yards. And I don't think Tyrod Taylor is going to be able to do it. I think that he's better than Zach Wilson, but the Jets are coming off a bye. They had a week to prepare. They got healthier. So give me the Jets.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Jets as well, but this is going to be a close game. This is going to be a low scoring game, I believe. I mean, if the Giants can keep doing what they've been doing the last couple weeks, this is going to be a very low scoring game. I think where the Jets lose this game is Zach Wilson. I think he just maybe the Giants get a couple pick sixes or some short field, possessions or whatever you want to call it, and end up scoring some field goals or something on the Jets. But I think the Jets are the better team slightly. That defense is good though, so yeah, I got the Jets.
All right. Yeah, I think the defense is really good. I mean, they've stopped high-powered offenses in their tracks, so I think they can definitely do it against the Giants.
Mm-hmm. All right, next game. This one actually might be pretty good. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah.
Both coming off pretty good wins. Pittsburgh is a tough place to play, and they played really good. That defense is playing really good. I think this is going to be a tough matchup for the Jags, but I'm taking the Jags. I think they're the better team, and their defense is pretty good as well. So they got players all over the field. Hopefully they get Calvin Ridley going because they might need him in this game. So I got the Jags.
I'm going Jags as well. I just think that they're an overall better team. Both these teams are well coached. They both have playmakers on both sides of the ball. I just like what the Jags are doing right now, and I think that they keep it rolling. So give me the Jags.
All right, next game. This one should be kind of interesting. We got the Atlanta Falcons traveling to the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans with that really good rush defense. Who do you got, Dane?
Oh, man. This one's tough. I'm going to go Atlanta, actually. Even though Tennessee has that really good rush defense, I've been impressed with what I've seen from Desmond Ridder recently. And I also think Atlanta's defense is playing really well. I think that if they can, stay consistent and both sides of the ball do their part, I think Atlanta will win this game. Hopefully Bijan Robinson's coming back because he doesn't just need to rush it. He can be utilized in the passing game. And as long as Desmond Ridder doesn't turn the ball over, which is what he's been doing, if they can limit the turnovers, I think Atlanta wins this game. Plus, Byard just got traded to the Philadelphia Eagles. That is a big loss to the defense for the Tennessee Titans in the secondary. And is Ryan Tannehill even going to play? What's his status? Is he playing in this game?
He's questionable.
Yeah, even if he does play, I'm going to go Atlanta. I think that this is going to be a low-scoring game as well. Give me Atlanta.
Yeah, I almost wanted to take the Titans, but I forgot Tannehill's out. I forgot they traded Byard. It might be a fire sale happening pretty soon in Tennessee. So, yeah, I'm going to go Atlanta. But, right when you start counting on Atlanta to win, yep, Desmond Ridder shows up. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but I'm going to take the Falcons as well.
All right.
All right, next game. Let's see. We got this one's going to be fun in a sort of fun way if you like storylines. We got the Carolina Panthers hosting the Houston Texans, number 1 and 2 picks of the 2023 draft. Bryce Young versus CJ Stroud. But I'm taking the Texans. I think they've been playing so much better than the Panthers. I think the Panthers have been very bad. But I will say this. I think if there's a team for the Panthers to beat, Texans are probably one of them. They have been playing great, but they're still a young team, rookie head coach. I could definitely see the Panthers upsetting the Texans here just because it's a young team. Sometimes, you don't show up. But I'm still going to go Texans here.
I can see it happening, but I don't think it happens. I'm going Texans as well. They've just put a lot more tape out there that looks reliable, that I trust in. CJ Stroud looks light years better than Bryce Young does at this point in time. The Texans defense looks really good. The Panthers have an okay defense, but it's still not good. I would say the Texans defense has definitely outperformed expectations, and because of that, I'm going Texans. Plus, they're coming off of a bye, so they had an extra week to prepare.
So are the Panthers.
Oh shit! Well, fuck that. I don't care. Give me the Texans.
All right, this next game, this one should be pretty entertaining, actually. We got the Los Angeles Rams traveling to the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Cowboys are, pretty well rested. Rams coming off a tough loss. Did I go first on the last one?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Yeah. Take it away, Dan.
I'm going to go Cowboys. I think that this is going to be a really close game. I do. I think both these teams are going to score. I think both defenses are going to get a takeaway or two. But I just trust the Dallas defense a little bit more, especially with Matthew Stafford, who is a little bit more turnover worthy than Dak Prescott. I'm not saying Dak's not turnover worthy because he definitely puts the ball in harm's way as well. If Dallas has a performance like they did against San Francisco, the Rams will definitely shove the ball down their throat. But I think it's going to be a pretty decent scoring game. I think it'll be like a 27-24 game. I think the Rams definitely have the ability to win this game, but I'm going to go Dallas.
Yeah, this one's going to be... I think it's going to be close. But what's going to happen is Matthew Stafford is probably going to pull a Kirk Cousins and have a late interception to cost his team the game. Yeah, I mean, coming off the bye too, Dallas is healthy. Yeah, I got the Cowboys as well.
All right. Yeah, I definitely think that game could go either way. I just have a little bit more faith in the Dallas defense.
Yeah. All right. For the division crown. Actually, no, it's not. We got the Minnesota Vikings traveling to the Green Bay Packers. Sheesh, man. Have they already played each other?
I don't think so.
Well, the Vikings are coming off a huge win. Green Bay Packers look atrocious. I'm taking the Vikings here. Reluctantly, though. Right when this is the Vikings, this is what they do.
Yep.
They win one, give you a little bit of hope to take them, and then they get upset by the Packers. I think the Vikings should win this game, but we'll see. So I'm taking the Vikings.
I'm actually going to go
Packers.
No, you said Vikings. I'm actually going to go Packers though. With as bad as the Packers have looked, they are at home. I still like this defense. And I think the Vikings just had a really good game plan for the 49ers this last week. But I think it's a division opponent, so these teams know each other pretty well. They are without Justin Jefferson. I think that they'll be able to lock down Jordan Addison a little bit more, TJ Hawkinson a little bit more. This, like you said, this is one of those games that the Vikings will probably or can drop, but I'm predicting that they do drop this one. I think that Green Bay falling a little bit behind. I don't think that Jordan Love necessarily has the best day, but I think Aaron Jones can get going, and I think the defense steps up and kind of halts the passing attack for the Vikings. So give me the Packers at home, actually, in a pretty tight game. I think it's going to be lower scoring.
It's going to be 38 degrees there, too, so... I would not be surprised if the Packers beat the Vikings at all. All right, next game. This one should be kind of interesting. We got the New Orleans Saints traveling to the Indianapolis Colts. Who do you got, Dane?
This one can go either way. This is just kind of a pick 'em. I'm going to go Colts. I like what I'm seeing from the Colts more than I like what I'm seeing from the Saints. I originally would have picked the Saints, but I think as long as Gardner Minshew plays how he did against Cleveland and not how he did against Jacksonville, I think that they should win this one. Jonathan Taylor's getting going. Zach Moss is still utilized. Michael Pittman's getting going. The defense makes big-time plays, and Derek Carr's not playing well. Chris Olave may not even be in this game due to his arrest, so I think that's a big-time loss for the Saints. So, yeah, give me the Colts.
Yeah, man. I hate to agree with you, but I think the Colts can win this game. The Saints have not looked good. And Gardner Minshew played a better defense in the Browns and sliced and diced them. And that offense, especially if Olave does miss his time, like that offense just runs through Alvin Kamara, and so if they can stop him, then what do they do? I'm not counting on Derek Carr to win this game for them, so I'm going to take the Colts as well.
All right. I think that'll be an entertaining game, though. I think that it could go either way.
It could also be a very defensive battle.
Very
this
true.
Could be a low-scoring game.
Very, very true.
The Colts defense is pretty good. Saints defense is elite. They had a bad game last week, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, next game. We got the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to the Washington Commanders.
They played each other already, and it was a really close one, right?
Yeah, Commanders almost beat them.
They've been hot and cold. They were cold last week. They could be hot this week.
Yeah. I don't have the stones to pick the Commanders, though. I'm going Eagles.
I'm going Eagles also.
I don't have the stones at all to pick the Commanders. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that the Eagles are definitely looking better than they did at the start of the season. Also, the defense is kind of putting it together a little bit more. Jalen Hurts looks a little bit better. They're utilizing more of their offensive pieces. AJ Brown is an absolute stud. Give me the Eagles. They're showing why they're 6-1. They're starting to put it all together. They had a new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator. I think they're getting the hang of things. Give me the Eagles.
All right, this one should be fun. We have the Cleveland Browns traveling to the Seattle Seahawks.
It's in Seattle, so that's a tough place to play.
Yeah.
PJ Walker's probably still going to be starting. I'm not liking what I'm seeing from Geno Smith, like in everything. They did just lose Uchenna Nwosu, so that defense is going to take a hit. Devon Witherspoon, though, is just looking like an absolute steal in the draft. I mean, they got him earlier on, but he is elite already as a rookie. He looks so good for Seattle. I just don't think it's enough. I think that the Browns can still run on this team, and I think PJ Walker can do enough to win this game. And who knows, maybe Deshaun Watson's back out there. We don't know. He's questionable. But give me the Browns in a tight one. I think this game could go either way, but I definitely think the Browns defense steps up compared to how they did against Indianapolis. I think the defense kind of gets on track.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, man. I think the way Gino has been playing, especially against this defense, man, I could see them having some pick sixes, some, game-changing plays. And like you said, they can make enough. They can do enough on the offensive side of the ball. Like, I'm not scared of the Seahawks defense. And another thing, like, that offensive line for the Seahawks is dealing with injuries. You put Myles Garrett on them, or that entire D line on them, it might be a rough day for Geno. It's gonna be a tough one. It is in Seattle, but I'm gonna take Browns as well.
All right.
Next game. All right, this one, Baltimore at Arizona.
Give me Baltimore. Yep. Not even going to complicate that one.
Sorry, Arizona.
Even with as close as they've made games, Baltimore should handle that one pretty easily.
Yeah, I agree. All right. All right. No, this is all right. So we got next game. We got the Cincinnati Bengals traveling to the San Francisco 49ers. I am going to take the 49ers for two reasons. Coming off 2 losses, they need a win. They're going into their bye next week. They need this win, and they're at home. They've had both of their losses have come on the road. They need this win. And I think, hopefully Wilkes looked at the tape for the Vikings and, is going to make adjustments and have a good day against this good defense. It's not going to be easy. Not by any means. I just really think the Niners need a win here. And if they go 3-0 or 0-3 into their bye, oof. So that's really the main reason I'm picking them. So I got the Niners here.
To be honest, I don't know. This one is probably the hardest one for me because Joe Burrow gets an extra week to heal. He had been dealing with the injury, started piecing it together. The offense looked like they were coming together a little bit. The defense has been playing a lot better. But I'm going to go 49ers as well. I think the 49ers defensive line gets back to getting pressure because this offensive line of the Bengals is bad. And I think that they're going to be able to get after Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow may be able to be a little bit more nimble and light on his feet. Maybe he can do some things on the ground. But I think this game might actually be a little bit more of a low scoring game because I also think the Bengals defense is looking good. And is Trent Williams going to be back or is he going to miss another week?
I'm not sure. I'll say this. I have not been high on our backup left tackle, Jalen Moore. He played a hell of a game against the Vikings. And he was going up against Daniil Hunter, who is a
Yeah.
premier pass rusher. So I'm not super worried about that one. Honestly, the biggest thing I'm worried about this game is the defense. If they can't make adjustments and keep doing the same shit over and over again, it's going to be a long day for them. So
Yeah, but like I said, I'm going 49ers as well. I think the defense does step up, especially against this Bengals offensive line, which has not been good. So give me the 49ers.
all right, I'll take all the luck. All right, next game we got the Kansas City Chiefs traveling to the Denver Broncos. Yeah, traveling to the Denver Broncos. We're both taking the Chiefs.
Don't even get it twisted. I'm surprised this Sunday night game didn't get fluxed out, honestly.
Especially if Justin Fields isn't in this game. You got to see, what's his name? Bajnet?
Yeah.
What the hell is his name? Tyler Bajnet. Anyways, we got the Chicago Bears traveling to the Los Angeles Chargers. Both teams have only 2 wins. Reluctantly, very, very reluctantly, I'm taking the Chargers. I think they're still the better team. I think they have the better quarterback. They have the better players. They have better everything. They should be better than the Bears. But the old saying is the Chargers are going to Charger. With that being said, I'm still taking the Chargers. I don't have the stones to take the Bears. But I would not be surprised if the Chargers lose this one. Just the way they've been playing. So please, Chargers, please win this one.
Yeah, if there's ever a time for the Chargers to save their season and, prevent themselves from having like a top 10 draft pick, they have to win this game. It is at home. There'll probably
Tank
be
for Caleb.
Maybe. This one's tough, man. Like, the Chargers are going to give up points. Like, this defense is terrible, even with as many stars as they have on it. I think that they get it done. I'm not confident. I'm taking them reluctantly as well. Give me the Chargers.
So much confidence. All right. This next game, we got the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to the Detroit Lions. I'm taking the Lions here. They're the better team. They need a win after the Ravens are not the Raiders. Let's not get it twisted. They're not even close. Max Crosby will probably generate a lot of pressure, but that's an elite offensive line still. The only thing is, like, I don't know what the run game is going to look like. I don't know if Jahmyr Gibbs can be the full-time guy. So I think that might be one of the issues that they had against the Ravens when they were just so one-dimensional. But, the Raiders are not the Ravens. So I'm taking the Lions.
I'm taking the Lions as well. Jared Goff is going to play better at home. It is against the Raiders defense, which has stepped up occasionally, but I still really trust the offensive line of the Detroit Lions. Max Crosby will probably get a sack here and there, but I think that they'll be able to get it going. I think the Lions defense definitely has a bounce back. Even with Jimmy G coming back, I think the Lions win this one at home. Give me the Lions.
And
that is it.
Oh, wow. We flew by those. All right, that's our Week 8 predictions, folks. Damn.
Yeah, guys. This was the quickest recording we've had in forever. So the drill. Follow us on our Instagram here. Like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications on. Anything you can and do to help the podcast grow. We'd greatly appreciate it.
All right. Thank you for listening. Good luck to your teams. Hopefully we do better than last week. All right. Thank you for listening. As always, peace.